Hey everyone, Dylan here, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about a story of bad Yu-Gi-Oh trades. As a kid, of course, because we make very dumb decisions as kids. But anyways, so I will get started on like the one part of this. So where I did a trade, and I got very good results from it. So years ago, I don't even remember how old I was, probably younger than 10 years old, but yeah, I got $55 for 4 fake Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and how I did this was, I ended up going to a flea market, where, I don't know if anyone knows what a flea market is, but if you don't, a flea market is this place that you go where there's a bunch of different people selling their stuff, their used stuff, and just all that kind of stuff. And I went to a flea market, which I'd been many times before, and I actually bought some Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Now, the Yu-Gi-Oh cards there were fake. And a good way, there were 2 ways I ended up finding out that they were fake. The first is the back pattern on a Yu-Gi-Oh card, not the swirl, but the lines around the back of it that like encase it, that was a little bit different, as well as the cards were a little bit different. And you find that out if you ever had a dual disc. The fake Yu-Gi-Oh cards did not fit in the dual disc, which is a good way you found out that they were fake. So you could get a whole deck of Yu-Gi-Oh cards for like $5. And I don't remember if it was in a deck or just the 4 cards themselves, but I paid $5 for it either way. I actually got the Egyptian God cards. I got Slifer the Sky Dragon, the red one. I got Obelisk the Tormentor, the blue one. And then I got Ra. For some reason his name's escaping me, but the Winged Dragon of Ra. I got him as well, the yellow one. And they had a bonus card. This bonus card was the transformation form of the Winged Dragon of Ra. So I had these 4 like Egyptian god cards, and I only paid $5 for them, and they were fake. And I showed them off to this kid that lived down the street, and he thought they were really cool, and he wanted to buy them from me. And I was like, all right. And he had $50, and so for the first 3 Egyptian gods, I was going to sell him those for $50, and I said, hey, if you throw in $5 more, I will throw in the Winged Dragon of Ra's transformation form. And that's what I did. So I ended up selling those 4 cards for $55, and they were fake, and it was bad for him, because eventually I ended up going home, and eventually I ended up spending the money. And he ended up coming back and saying he wanted the money back, or his parents, his grandparents, because he lived with his grandparents, said that they wanted it back. And I was like, I already spent it. I ain't got it. So he got screwed on that. And, you know, kids are jerks. We are all jerks. And kids are very stupid. But I will now make myself a dumb child, because not to the same guy, but to another kid, I ended up trading a dual disc. I had a dual disc that I ended up getting for my birthday. It's the Battle City dual disc, the first one. And, you know, you could have it on your wrist, and that's how you found out if the cards were fake, because you put the deck of cards where you would draw, and if they didn't fit, then they were fake, and you couldn't play them, and it was just crappy. But the dual disc was really cool. But I ended up trading it to this kid. I ended up getting these 2 like 1-inch little figures from this show called Metabots, I think, if anybody knows what that show is. And they were cool, but I also got this like giant like 3-foot robot thing from him, and that was really cool. So I got those things for the dual disc, and eventually he came back and his parents made him take back the 3-foot giant robot. And somehow I just let it happen, and he ended up still keeping the dual disc. So I never got the dual disc back. So that was kind of a bad trade, and it really kind of sucked. I I guess it's not just all about Yu-Gi-Oh! There is, like I said, the kid. I don't want to make myself sound this dumb as a kid, but I'm gonna do it for your viewing pleasure or whatever. But as a kid, the same kid that I got $55 off for Yu-Gi-Oh cards, he got me for something else. And I ended up trading him a Game Boy Advance, the wide one, the Game Boy Advance, and I traded it for a pocket knife. Because I had never really seen a pocket knife, to be honest, at that point in my life. And I thought it was the coolest thing ever. And I just had to have it. So, and I traded him my Game Boy Advance. It was the dumbest trade ever. Oh man, it hurts to think about that I was that stupid as a kid. I don't remember what happened, whether I got the Game Boy Advance back or whatever. I don't remember what happened. Maybe I did get it back and traded it back because my parents were like, yeah, you can't do that. I don't remember, but that was like a really stupid trade that I did. But yeah, those were just kind of 3 stupid trades, 2 of them done by me, 1 of them done by him. Partially about Yu-Gi-Oh, but also partially about nothing. So that's kind of my little story. There may have been other trades I did that I just can't think of that were really stupid. But, yeah, like, because kids just do dumb trades. And, I don't know, it's really weird. But, that's my short story for you. If you know of any, like, stories about, bad trades as a kid, if you did one, you know, and it was dumb, or if you were the one who, like, had a kid give you something that they really shouldn't have for the value. So a really dumb trade. If you have a story like that, I'd really love to read it down in the comments below. I find it very interesting to see if I'm not the only one from childhood who made stupid trades. But anyways, thank you guys for watching and thank you guys for listening. I will see you in the next video.